Hey there everybody, what's going on? This is Zero and welcome back to another episode of Skyfactory 3.0. This is episode 7 and we are just coasting in for our landing with a nice scenic view of our now 100% automated farm. Let's come on down here. We got a lot of Minicio planted here. Inferium. Different Skyfactory. A lot of Inferium planted. You can see it's actually growing at a fairly accelerated rate, and that's because we've been planting these growth accelerators on the bottom here. I'll show you guys here. We're slowly but surely covering up the entire bottom portion, and it's a bit of a process. These are not cheap things to make. Now, fortunately, the chicken farm has expanded even further. We've got diamond chickens, we've got aluminum chickens, we've got all sorts of chickens over there that are producing all sorts of resources for us around the clock, which is great. The problem we're running into now is we are having Inferium issues. We are low on Inferium, so I'm pushing the growth accelerators as much as possible. Also, if you look above us, we have some greenhouse glass, and this is no easy task by any means. So we have the growth accelerators, the greenhouse gas, and then we also have growth crystals. And the growth crystals actually come in different tiers, and I think those actually might require greenhouse glass at some point. Let's take a look. Go here, we go to growth crystals. You can see there's a tier 1, so that's what we're using now. The second tier requires greenhouse glass, the growth crystals, growth accelerators, and fertilized dirt, and then finally tier 3 requires tier 2 plus a dragon egg. So I was in the end, and I can't remember exactly what I was doing there, but I wanted to try something really quick, and I realized that you can use the net on the Ender Dragon, or the Ender Dragon egg. Now I don't know where to put this, but in our achievement book, which guys, I am really sorry about that. For the past couple runs, we have forgot to fill that thing out. So we're going to do that right here in just a moment, right after we find a nice place for this guy. Now there have been quite a bit of improvements around this facility. As you can see, we have our nice little ruined temple entryway here with all of our main interface. And off to our right here, we have our automated farm. We had trees going for a while. We needed wood, saplings to produce our greenhouse gas. And now it's basically a straight up Inferium farm with acacias. Our stairway leads up here. I ran into some issues. I had some nice wooden areas going on here, but the farm was taking them out pretty fast. Our next area takes us up here to our Empower. Now, how this Empower is actually fully automated. It's fully automated for making greenhouse glass. What I would do is come up here. I'd place some lapis lazuli. I'd go ahead and convert it, and then I'd drop it back into our RF, our RS. So drop it right here. And if we go back over there, we should see it's sended it back over the Paris block, and now it's becoming an empowered Paris block. How this works is it's connected through a series of Ender IO devices, which is what we've mainly converted over to. And these all connect back to this single chest. This single chest has an input and an output from our refined storage system for a Paris crystal block, cyan dye, and prismine shards. And then the importer pulls it from the box is these the empowered version of them. And it's important that this box knows what it needs to put in and take out. So that's why we have the Ender IO devices, which will pretty much allow filtering for in and out, or extraction and insertion of the box. And then we have a redstone signal here in case we ever want to disable it. But as you can see, we only threw 2 in the system, so it should just go ahead and produce those anyway. And we're going to need them later here once we go to the second tier of growth crystals. So my idea for the dragon egg that we have to hatch and train, I'm kind of want to put it out here like on a pier. I'm not sure what's going to happen once this dragon is fully trained, or if it's going to be hostile or what. So I kind of want to have it a little further away, but not like necessarily inaccessible. What I want to kind of do is kind of go with a nether end theme here. So I'm going to place some coal blocks here. The coal blocks don't burn. At least they don't like get destroyed after they've been burnt. They might stay burnt like netherrack, but I haven't really tested that. Now, I did want to use endstone because I thought it was important, because Ender Dragon, endstone. But something else I wanted to use was some of these blocks of Ender Eyes. Now, I don't know if they actually have like some sort of animation. Nope, they just look like blocks of Ender Eyes. Sure, we'll go with that for now. Alright guys, I think I got some ideas for our lighting options in here. One, I wanted to try out these mineral berries. I think you can make torches out of them. Okay, you can definitely eat them, but you can also make torches out of them. Then I made the quartz lamps, which we will place these. Let's go here and here, and light them up. Okay. Do they? Interesting. Why don't these work? Okay. So it's just, I don't think these work. All right, just went with some more immersive engineering lamps. They don't look the greatest, but they're you know, oh, we could do I just thought of something. We could do end rods. Let's do end rods. That'd be pretty cool. Keep with that end theme. And nice. Phew. Yeah, so I don't really want to overuse those lanterns because they're just, you know, they're way too steampunk. It's unfortunate because I love steampunk, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, let's try something else, you know? You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, nothing. Good. Ooh, it's moving. It's kicking. Hello? Little dragon, can you hear us? I bet it's a boy. Okay, so let's head back over to our achievement book and start taking care of some of that. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start from the beginning here. We went through the first area and then we went through the Stone Age with no problems. Mystic Farming, we haven't crafted any seeds yet. Let's do it this episode. We've used the growth accelerator. We have not crafted a master infusion crystal. That seems a little bit on the difficult side. And then we haven't done any Superium. Haven't made an angel block yet. We have not brought those over, haven't killed the wither, traveled to the beneath dimension, haven't done that. We've traveled to the end, we've killed the dragon, we've collected dragon's breath, we traveled to the end city and obtained our elytras, but we have not hatched a dragon egg yet. And we haven't done any of the reactors. This is actually something I'm looking into with the lightning rod. And we have not built a solar array for tier 4 because we don't have the wither stars. Or the wither stars, the nether stars. And we have not reached anything at level 90 or damage 90. Let's go back here, take a look, and let's craft some iron seeds and diamond seeds. I've made the process pretty straightforward and simple to use, so there's not necessarily a lot of work that needs to go involved into handcrafting everything. Let's just take a look at iron seeds and what we need. So we need intermedium essence, which I believe is tier 3, the tier 3 crafting seed and some iron ingots. So we'll go over here and we'll go ahead and craft ourselves one tier 3. Should just take a few moments. And then we will go ahead and craft ourselves 4 of the intermediate essence. I find that using the refined storage system crafting method like this, when going into these large, long scale ingredients, it's best to stay out of the rabbit hole and just let the machine handle it for you. Alright, so now let's go ahead and craft our iron seed. There it is. Okay. Now, diamond seed. I expect this one to be a little more difficult. Tier 5, so that is Superium. That is Superium. No worries though. While Superium is hard to craft, we do have the necessary components to make it. So that'll make us 1 Superium. And then we'll make ourselves 5 more of the Superium essence. Now the unfortunate thing about this is that you have to craft each single seed. It doesn't necessarily produce seeds for you later on down the line, which is, it's kind of lame, but you know, it makes sense because this can become like get really out of hand really fast. Guys, look, it's a baby dragon. Hi. He reaches adulthood in 38 minutes, so his next stage, can we do anything with him? I feel like we gotta feed him. What's his mod? A dragon mount. Oh, what the? No. What? What? Oh, yes. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. We got our 5 Superium, and we got our crafting seed. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a diamond seed. Perfect. Sweet. Alright, now let's go ahead into our farm and drop them down. So there's there's that, and then we'll go ahead and place this one here, just so we have an idea like where they're all at. Iron Seed, Diamond Seed are done. Use a Solium dagger to obtain a mob chunk. A Solium. Is it Solium? Solium. Solium. Solium dagger. It requires Solium ingots and a mystical tool rod. So how do we make Solium ingots? By smelting Solium dust. I love these. These are my favorite ingredients. And how we get dust? By soul dust, which I'm guessing you grind down soul sand, and Pretium essence. This was not hard. Soul. Oh, jeez, what is soul stone? How do you get soul stone? You take soul sand and stone and combine it. So go ahead and do that, and then we should be good to go. All right, we've got a Solium dagger. Now it wants me to obtain a mob chunk from this with this thing. Not necessarily sure what that means. I think what we'll do though is we'll head to the Nether and grab one of these. Just because I'm not trying to go inside that mob farm. No, thank you. Okay, I think we got one. We got a slime chunk. Tier 2 drop 25%. Let's see. I don't know what these are for at all, but let's see if we can get a wither one. I would like to have some more wither stuff. You know, there's always one good, easy way to get soul sand. Vein miner. This is taking way too long. Alright, so for this little project, in order to speed up these chunk gathering, I have an idea. Something we needed to do in the first place, and that was create ourselves a wither skeleton farm. Very simply put, we're going to cover the same method we did with the Enderman farm, just to make it a little bit bigger, and I'll attempt to use cursed earth. Now, one of the things that we have to change up here is that we need the chunks, and in order to get the chunks we need to use a Solium dagger, so we'll need to use Killer Joe. Now, in order to produce Killer Joe, we need to combine a Z-Logic controller. I'll pull that up for you. We need to produce one of these Z-Logic or Franken zombies and combine it with the Z-Logic controller, and we need to get a zombie husk or something with that, with the soul vial. So what I've done is I've turned off my spawning machine, and my goodness, it is getting out of control in there fast. So let me see if I can just pop one of those out. This guy was expected to come out. Let's see if we can take him out right away. Okay, very good. All right, I'm just gonna see if I can just get that zombie selected. I think we got him. Got him. Okay. 4 levels should produce it, and I don't have an octetic capacitor in there, so it's gonna be a little slow. Empty soul vial, and we have our Franken zombie. Let's go ahead and place him on the ground real quick just to take a look at him. Requires a weapon and nutrient tank, which is what we'll be putting the we'll be using a VAT and some other stuff. Now, can he equip this? Okay, he can equip that. That's perfect. What we'll do now is we will go here and we will go ahead and look for, we are looking for looting. I don't know if this will actually affect looting. So emerald, yeah, we need we need Enderman heads, and that gives us our looting 3. And now the moment of truth, can we combine them? Yes, we can. Awesome. We might throw some unbreaking on there as well. I think obsidian, is that breaking or is that protection? I think that's unbreaking. And we'll also want mending on here. We're not necessarily worried about XP from the wither skeletons. We've got plenty of XP right here. Yeah, so that's unbreaking. We'll go ahead and put that on there as well. And then mending's a little bit more difficult because it requires mending book requires what? The experience rod, which, oh, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make that experience rod. Let's require 2 Slayer and 1 and ooh. Okay, we can make this that. We can make that, and then we need to make some energized. I believe it is the energized ingots, energetic alloy. That's what it is. Okay, I'll go ahead and make that. Let's go ahead and throw the book of quill in there, and then our XP rod gives us the mending book. Toss it into the crafter. Throw here. Go here. Bam. That is a nice Solium dagger. Alright, heading to the back side of this, we are going to go ahead and start setting up our VAT. So what we need to do is set up a little area for an infinite water stream. I'm thinking keeping it simple because I want to have access, quick access to everything right here. So let's go. Let's go right here. And now we want to put the range pump here. Empty. Missing redstone signal. Training at. Okay. Let's put the VAT on top. The VAT does not seem to be getting. Can we open the configuration and pull the pole? Okay, so the range pump didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but we did go with an extra utilities thing, which I told myself I didn't want to go back to, but there it is. I think we have a good amount of water going in here. So the next thing we want to do is grab a importer, and this is going to, actually, no, we want exporter, and we're going to have that going into our system. Now the tricky part is finding a way around all of this mess. And we will go ahead and find our cables, bring it down here, and export into here rotten flesh. Now the thing we want to do now is stop our compression machine, make sure that rotten flesh no longer gets compressed and gets only sent to that machine. So that should be here. Okay, let's take rotten flesh off of there. The rotten flesh should only be exported here. Excellent. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get nether wart. So nether wart needs to be the next item that gets whitelisted into that machine. And we'll actually hook this up to a tank rather than sending it directly into the dimensional transceiver. That way we can create a small buffer of it. Because as of right now, there's really no need for this neutral distillation and mass producing it, other than keeping Joe happy. Alright, so let's go ahead and hook this tank up to it. I'm going to put this here, and we're going to switch out our output to here, and then we're going to start upgrading it. Cobblestone, obsidian, redstone, and then we'll go throw diamonds on there now, but $256 for this stuff should be pretty good. Next, we're going to go on to the dimensional transceiver, and I think we'll place this on the back side of it. In order to set this up, I want it to pull from here. Does it have the ability to receive items or receive fluid? That's a good question. Setting up the filter for this, we'll call it Joe. Add, and it is available, and this one is sending. This spot. Alright, now it's time to set up our kill chamber. It's going to be a pretty simple and straightforward thing to do. So we'll dig out our center here. Which will sit right here. Okay. And the kill zone will be here. Okay, so in order to make sure everybody goes straight to Joe, Joe does attack in a... Can we see his range? Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we don't even need to worry about it. I was going to put some fans down here, but everything will come right to him, so we'll be okay. And then we just need to hook up our dimensional transceiver to Joe. He will then... He should be able to set up for... Where is it? Ah, Joe. So this is fluids, correct? Available. Receive. Something I should probably mention is that we're going to replace all of the nether brick with quartz. At least everything that comes into contact with our farm. And I'm going to show you why here in just a moment. Okay, I got one more idea. I'm going to place a tank here. It should accept fluid, maybe? Okay, so this is receive. It says Joe's fluid tank's available, so it should be receiving it. But it's not. Place that here. And then place our tank here. And then conduit here. Should be able to. I don't think I need a wrench for this. Nope, don't want to do that. We want to do extract, active without signal, and this should be set to insert. Why is this not working? Now one more idea, and then I might have to look this up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on here. What I've noticed that there is no configuration, like there's a send receive here for whatever this may be, but in your liquids you have nothing, and then there, like if you hover over it, you can see it's going to power sending through RF and fluid sending through Joe, but nothing. It doesn't specify what exactly is going through. So let's just try going to extract, active without signal. This is going to be set to insert. So we have fluid going through here. So we know it's possible to go from the tank to there. All right, it is working. So yeah, we can't. I don't believe that we can directly put an interdimensional or a dimensional transceiver next to anything, and it'll just pull as needed. So we have to actually hook up fluid pipes to it. So maybe so it recognizes the correct output. All right. Oh, Joe's active. Joe's active. So I'm gonna put some dark fused glass around this. This way we can observe. And is this dark fused glass? Dark fused quartz. Okay. So it doesn't let it light in, and we can still kind of like observe what's going on inside the chamber. So you may have been wondering, why did we make sure to clear everything else around this, take all the nether brick out, and make it into quartz? Well, on here. I got everything. Okay, get out of there. Okay, got it. Time to lock it up. Good. I'm wondering if we need to put a chunk loader in our spawn area, because this should all be getting pulled out relatively fast, and I guess that's kind of, one of these are going up, aren't they? Alright, so it turns out we just needed a chunk loader back there at the base that wasn't staying loaded, so that's just something to take in the note when you play in Skyfactory. The spawn chunks aren't loaded. So here we are. Everything is pumping out very, very fast. We're getting all sorts of good loot, and we are getting our wither skeleton chunks. I am curious though. If I give Joe, can I give Joe my cleaver? Let's take a look at the XP on the cleaver right now. It's 2744. Can I give Joe my cleaver and he can use it? Oh, no way. No way, man. Oh, that's so cool. So we can have Joe level up our cleaver for us. I don't think it'll break. Oh, okay. I mean, it might actually. I didn't realize the durability on it. We do need to get some reinforcement on this. It does have a looting 3. Alright guys, before we end today's episode, there's one more thing that we need to do, and that is ride that dragon. It's been baffling me ever since he grew up. It happened so fast. But seriously, we're gonna make a fishing net so we can acquire some fish. Guys, I looked it up. I couldn't wait any longer. I needed to know How could I be a dragon rider? And soon, you and I will soar the skies together. One fishing net, and I'm guessing we just place it on like a water source block. Okay, I had to do a little manipulation, but yeah, I got a raw walleye and a name tag. That's cool. It definitely takes a long time. So if you're gonna use those, I recommend using quite a few of them. Here you go. Do you like it? Are we friends out? Can I name you? Nope, still nothing. Well guys, unfortunately we are going to have to wrap up today's episode, and we're not going to get to ride that dragon today. I'm sorry. Trust me, it hurts. It hurts me a lot more than it hurts you. Anyway, let's take a look at our book. I know that I promised to bring it up last time and totally forgot to. So we used a Solium dagger to obtain a mob chunk. That's done. What else did we do? And we have not completed any of those. We have not killed a wither. We did hatch a dragon, and I think we've trained it. It's not attacking us, so I count that as training. What else? What else? Don't think we have gone and created anything else in here. Oh, we've done that. This looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm letting Killer Joe hold on to my cleaver, and he is leveling it up for me. I'm gonna throw reinforcements on it, and it should be it should end up being a pretty monstrous weapon. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.